And welcome back to Fledgling Fighters number 231. My name is Midnight Oz.
And my name is Tech. How are we doing tonight, Midnight?
Oh, dude, I'm doing so good. It's another night of Fledglings. You know how much I love this shit. This is my pride and joy, honestly.
It's such a fantastic tournament for everybody to, get their footing in the tournament thing, get used to the high pressure first to twos, and run into some other people who are looking to break into the competitive scene.
Hell yeah. And not only that, actually have a bit of fun with it as well. And it's a really good environment to not only play in a tournament environment, but also learn at the same time and get advice afterwards. It's
for sure.
Such a good environment. But it's also just so fun to watch, especially with this first match that we got come up.
We've got an exciting one because, it's been a little while since I've seen either of these two play, but I've got the memories burned into my head from the last time I've seen it.
Yeah.
So,
it's Myroda and Willow. Oh, Myroda. God, I love looking at this guy.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Geef. We love to see Geef.
We do.
Even if you might not like playing against him so much, it's always very fun to watch.
Yeah, even if he might not be the best character, it makes it all the more satisfying when you see the character do well at the same time. Especially how read-based Myroda is with his offense.
See, even when people say that Geef is not very good, I feel like when the Geef player has the reads, they are terrifying.
They are terrifying.
I'm not drinking the Geef is a bad character Kool-Aid. You can't make me do
it. Not the Kool-Aid. Not today.
No.
No, honestly, because you can't have defense against reads.
No, if they're in your head, they're guessing. You can have the best defensive option in the planet, but they can call it out. And I feel like Geef is one of those characters.
Geef is the character to do it.
Mm.
Gonna see how Willow deals with it though. Yeah, putting a lot of work into Cammy.
Yeah, gotta be a little scary going into the matchup as Cammy with not a lot of health to give.
I will fight you.
Oh dear. It's these light SPDs. Oh, good mash of the jab there. I actually do like that.
Yeah,
he is able to mash jab there.
Nice up back just to get out of it. Doesn't want to take it anymore.
Yeah, it's just not easy for Cammy at all. Oh, what a headbutt reading the jump.
EP's out. Kind of has to, otherwise, Cammy is DED.
Oh, damn, with that armor, man.
Right as I say that.
This is really rough for Cammy because a lot of her stuff is single hits. Just a constant barrage of single hits. Oh my god, that's heavy SP. This is Oki. Oh, I can't mash.
Blender begins.
Light this time. Double dash. Yeah. You can't. One more. Goes for the headbutt. Goes for the jump over. Oh, I really like that actually. Just go for Larry. I don't know if he wanted that. I think he wanted SPD. It's the jab though.
Cammy's got a big really comeback to make.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Running bear grab with the armor takes it.
Big reads, that's what we mean. See Willow walking in. Pop that armor.
That entire round started off a heavy SPD. So it went from heavy SPD to light SPD, then called out the double dash, and then it was pretty much guess for game.
Yep.
So really, really difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Again, it's that read gameplay. Backdash isn't a bad option, but when he's calling it out like this, Willow dashing straight into an aggressive Myroda. Jeez, you gotta be careful here. Oh no, not a whiff DP. Well punished too. Stand heavy punch, slowly pushing Willow towards the corner. This is gonna hurt. Oh my god, guess for game. Yep. Whoa, DP's out. Ah, the jab straight back against the pressure.
It's crazy that he can do 2 jabs as a tick throw for SPD. The range is huge.
The range is huge, man. It is ridiculous. Tries to anti that though. Yeah, Willow's got to be a lot more patient in this matchup. He's holding up until the command grab comes. This is plus the medium. Dash up. Oh, you can't do that.
Nice.
Punish. Oh, throws rule spiral. Gets knocked down. No follow up. Doesn't punish the spiral area though. Try again. Oh, tried the SPD. Doesn't quite get it.
Everyone's feeling a little bit cold.
No. Oh, busts out again. The dive kick. Oh no.
Second kill. No.
Oh, nearly. Oh, the DP. It's shallow hits, though. You can't do that. It's minus.
Yeah, and Geef had the V-trigger Red Cyclone behind that jab as well, so there was more damage on the table there.
Way more damage, yeah. Very, very dead Cammy. But really, really well played from Myroda.
Mm-hmm. Myroda coming out the gate swinging, kind of establishing themselves as, you know, one of the forces to be feared in Fledgies.
And in this bracket. I think it's a difficult matchup for Cammy, as I was talking about. I think the way to go about it is taking it slow. You really got to have a bit of patience. Use that stand medium kick poke. Just try and chip Geef down because he is a slow boy. If you come at Geef real hard and real fast, he will mess you up big time.
Yeah, I think what you said earlier about the armor is really important in that matchup too, because, you know, only the single hits. If Geef gets a really good armor through a move, gets the knockdown, or could even do empty into SBD, like, you got to play it really, really patient.
Yeah, but well played from Myroda, definitely taking the most of the opportunity fighting an aggressive Willow, and he's going to be moving on to the next round. So what have we got next?
Let me check the bracket here.
I think we got Squid, Limit, and Dava. I think we saw these two last week. Squid, hopefully on the Cammy. But I know they've been playing with Sakura a little bit these days as well. Sakura is a really good character. And Dava, one of our new Ed players coming into the scene. And he did pretty well last time, if I remember correctly.
Awesome. I'm a big fan of pretty much all of the characters just mentioned. I really like Sakura. I think she's a really solid character. She's got that super oppressive stand light kick, 4 frames, essentially half screen. You know, it goes for miles. But Ed...
it's that...
Oh, sorry?
No, I was just going to say it's that walk speed too.
The walk speed should really put herself into the ranges where she wants to play at. But Ed can also do the same thing. Like, bunch of really nice buttons, +3 on the stand medium punch, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, really oppressive character.
Especially with the flicker too. Now that people are kind of realizing the kind of mind games that they can play around the flicker, because it's -2, but it's when it starts to space itself out, does it actually cause problems, and people don't actually have a lot of answers to deal with it.
You just kind of have to hold it, because if you try to take your turn back too aggressively, Ed's got some, you know, really dangerous things he can do afterwards.
Really dangerous buffers, especially since that basically any button he throws can be buffered so safely behind another flicker, and if it hits, he goes into his new EX knuckle.
Yeah, getting that extra 1-bar route is real. Like, I remember when it came in, I looked at it and thought, I wonder how big of a change this is. But now every time you see a match with Ed in it, you see that combo come out at least twice.
I'd say more. It's so integral to his game plan now.
It's a really good way to, you know, spend some meter, get some really nice corner carry too. I think Ed, when he pushes somebody to the corner, you've got to make a lot of unpleasant decisions. Yeah,
and unpleasant decisions that if you get them wrong, it's unpleasant for your health.
Not so good for your health.
No, not at all. It's like eating a Big Mac of damage. It is unhealthy both for your gut and for your life bar. It is not
Big Mac of damage. It's got the 3 layers of bread.
The 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the one. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. 3 meters stocked. That's my favorite.
Exactly. All right, we're going to see how Squid goes up against it as... Oh, no, never mind. We're going to see Cammy versus Sakura from Dava now.
Awesome. Let's see how this plays out. I don't think I've seen this matchup too often, so we'll have to see how some of the interactions happen.
Let's see how Dava goes around dive kicks.
I will fight you.
Very true, because Sakura kind of relies on a normal anti-airs a lot. So she might have a bit of trouble anti-airing those dive kicks probably.
Fight.
Here we go here. Starting off with a fireball approach, just sitting back a little bit. I don't mind this actually. Cammy doesn't really have good ways around fireballs without any use of a bar.
Yeah, either or just committing really hard, like to
exactly.
Early spiral out or something like that.
Cool, looking slide. Yeah. Creative approach to get in, but it pushes Dava into the corner. Not that much different in life lead though. Dava can stay patient here. And he is. I like this. Just trying to fight his way out of the corner. Squid looking to chip away at the health too. This is very safe gameplay from both of these guys already. Walking forward, I like that. It's important to walk forward to get out of the corner. What a cross up. Goes
Really
for the
important jump out.
goes for the medium too. Look at the throw pressure, the walk speed, man. Good bust out. Not gonna get Oki off that though. Tries to though, gets XDP'd. This is a turnaround from Daber. Activate though. Gotta look for this dive kick. Get ready. There it is. Just backs away from it. Look at the back walk speed. Just walking out of danger.
Like you said, that walk speed really dictates, or Sakura can use it to dictate the pace of the match really effectively.
It leaks. Not like this.
Unlucky.
One
Kills as
mistake.
well.
Good patience from Squid though.
I really like the use of Squid's stand medium kick, just to stuff potentially Sakura's stand light kick, with obviously the priority system and everything.
Yeah.
Bullying with the stand mediums.
Oh, I tried to go for spiral arrow, but was walking forward beforehand. Nice crouch medium kick. You can take your turn back after that one. Nice little
That's
counter hit
brave.
confirmed. Oh my god, that's huge wake up.
That's going to do a lot of damage.
So much damage. Nice fall, no punish. Activate throw, back throw. Good buffer again.
Ooh. Really nice challenge there from Dave.
Yeah. Crouch medium kick fireball, I love that too. Oh my god, the air fireball, it almost worked. That's really unlucky for it to not work. Activate. Oh my god, doesn't get the DP afterwards. That would have done so much damage. Oh, gets it anyway.
Hell yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Because does that DP get invincibility and V-trigger as well?
Yep, it's basically an EXDP.
Perfect. She's been learning from Akuma. Yeah, making Squid commit to...
Oh,
my
what a punish.
Right as I was about to say, you're making Squid commit to the hooligan, just busts out. A much better option there.
Look at the pressure now. Squid pushed Daber all the way into the corner. The light confirm doesn't quite get it. The dive kick, the optimal pickup off of the crouch jab too. I really love that.
Yeah, that was really, really well played.
Super solid from both players, honestly, so far.
Yeah, it looks like they're both they're ready and they're switched on and ready to play.
Good game plans. I like what they're trying to go for. It's really strong beginning to this Fledglings. I'm going to go back to character select, I think.
I wonder what we're going to see here. You mentioned an Ed before.
Ed, yeah. Ran the Ed last week, so maybe we're going to see the return of Ed this time around.
Wow, that CA through the fireball at full screen. That's like the Squid Limit special.
Squid Limit special. I do love that. It's one of those when it's like when Chun-Li has EX legs or super. It's one of those once this character has her super, she can do things that no one else can do. And you have to be aware of that threat, otherwise you're copping a raw super straight to your face.
It also requires a certain level of confidence from the Kami that's doing it as well, because if it doesn't work, not only have you just put yourself in a punishable position, but you've just wasted all your meter.
All the meter. It's a terrible position to be in. But it worked out really well for Squid, so hopefully we get to see him do it again.
Round one. Fight.
Alright, moving into the Ed now.
Yeah, more familiar character, for sure.
Bit of a counting lesson. Are we going to get some more?
Eat our Big Macs. Oh, doesn't quite get the flicker there.
Is that a counter hit combo? Oh, the patience. I love this.
Oh, the counter hit. Opts to go for a medium for pressure, though. Nice activate. Goes into Spiral Arrow War. Oh, what a bait. Goes for the crouching punch, though. Interesting choice. The EX. Puts himself back into the corner. Nice V-shift, though. Look at the stun finally start to rock down. Big sweep. Look at the active frames. Raw DP. Another one right back. EX. Nice V-shift again. He's going to lose his trigger, though. Good anti-air.
Very nice back medium punch. Is that back medium punch or forward medium punch?
Mission complete.
Round two.
That's back medium punch.
Alright. Cool.
Oh, tries to get the whiff punish. Doesn't quite work out. No anti-air there from the whiff dive kick. But David looking to stay patient here.
Button's just whiffing outside of the range.
Good anti-air. Love this. Spend the bar. Get the pickup. Can't press buttons there. Look at the corner pressure. Oh no! Made a misinput. Gonna cost him his Oki. Squid looking for that bait. Gets it. Just cash it down on the DP. Hooligan. The +3 slide. And it kills too.
Wow. Not even bothered by the character select. Squid Limit says, nope, I think I've got this.
Cammy wins.
I can get you Sakura, and I can get you Ed.
You can go into the pockets, pull out whoever you want, but I'm still going to do hooligan things.
Nah, really well played from Squid, but I really liked how Daber's going about it as well. Like, it's not that Daber's going too crazy. And especially with that Sakura in the first game, using the fireballs really well, crouch beam kicks, the walk speed, looking really solid so far already. For Silver too,
That's insane gameplay for a Silver, because, you know, we didn't see any crazy jumps, we didn't see any hyper-aggressive dashes. It was all very patient. Even when pushed to the corner, was willing to kind of sit there and then walk their way out, or find the moment when one of the jumps would work. So really impressive stuff.
Silvers were never this good back in the day.
Who were
Not
these
when we were
Silvers?
there.
Hell no.
Where are these Silvers coming from? I mean, it doesn't help that
Competing.
we're training all of them to be amazing. So it's kind of our fault.
Yeah,
We are
that's
the,
on
we are
us.
the ones at fault. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll hold our L's, which isn't really an L. It's an absolutely massive W.
I feel sorry for all the Silvers that these players share rank with.
Man,
Like, what the hell is going on here?
oh, what? This dude blocks?
Yeah, what do you mean I'm getting walked to the corner? Hello?
Dude! Bro,
Okay,
it's so
we've got
refreshing.
we've got a grand final level match coming right now, and it is second
This
round.
has been a grand finals. This is Myroda versus Cyclops. This is a matchup that Cyclops, I think, has been festering on for a while, because this was a match that Cy, I believe, when he played Myroda Grand Finals, he could have won. And Myroda, classic Myroda, slipped from his fingers, and Cy has been thinking about this ever since. So Cy's been grinding since that loss, and hopefully we'll see a new powered up version of him.
And saving up for a one-way ticket to losers bracket with Myroda's name on it.
Ooh,
It's so nice.
he's got a bullet and it's got Myroda's name on it.
Round one.
Alright, we'll have to see how it pans out. All the planning in the world won't survive real life.
Oh, unlucky to try and interrupt that, but it's got the armor. You have to try and use a low there, especially if you can react to it. Colleen Sweep isn't a bad option as well. Tries to escape the headbutt off the float.
was
Smack straight back
huge.
down. Good jump. Doesn't quite get the target combo. Not really punished from Myroda though. Big jump.
Sai sitting on full V trigger. He's gonna have to use it now.
Oh, jumps again. The hail gets it. Doesn't really pick up a combo though from the jab. And now he's in a really tough position, and it's that jump again.
The old grappler jump.
The grappler jump. Have to be so aware of how to get around these jumps. Can't really get too angsty against Geef either. Just gotta make
could have been-
leads. Slight misinput. That's medium, it's +2. Just blocks. Oh no! Not the half scene, the super! Oh dear.
The week 1 Street Fighter V special still holds up.
It still works, man.
If it ain't broke.
Oh, and he didn't even need to reset, but he does.
Sends a message. Yeah, Myroda is so dangerous. So dangerous. I do
He
not
just-
envy the players that have to try to withhold the
The strength of my Rhoda, yeah.
the muscle power.
It's tough, man. It's tough. He's one of those guys where you know what's coming. You know it's going to happen. You know there's a jab SPD somewhere. But then it's that one time it changes up. That one time he doesn't do what you think that he's always been doing, and he gets you with something else, and there's so much mental damage behind that.
Even mental damage when you're so committed to, like, you know, playing the ground game, and then you get clipped by one of the grappler jumps, and then you're like, shit, I gotta be looking up now, and then you get pushed to the corner. It's awful.
Really, such a terrible time.
We're gambling, and it's Zangief's casino.
Zangief's casino, and he said, "No weapons allowed." That bullet with my name on it. You're gonna have to hold on to that as I send you to losers bracket myself. But he hasn't got there yet.
It's an arms-free zone.
Oh, a Seth pick. This is interesting.
I don't think I've seen Cyclops Seth before.
I have not seen Cyclops Seth before. I'm curious to know how Cyclops is wanting to play Seth here. Because if I was gonna try and fight Geef, I wouldn't pick Seth, but we're gonna see.
Round 1.
Maybe it's the V skill, so you can just give Geef some SPDs of his own.
No, this is the dash V skill.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, not even the V skill 1, which I think would have been the more preferred choice since it breaks armor. But it looks like he's gonna go for these multi-hits, but you can't double dash on that knockdown. Myroda immediately striking at that weakness. No, you can't use that button. Breaks out immediately. Cyclops does not want him having any kind of Oki at all like this. Jumps again. This is a good anti-air though. Activate. Alright, what's your mix? Oh, that's disgusting,
Yup.
but it didn't hit grounded. He jumped. So it popped him up.
Now, it's sitting on a bit of a life lead now, so... Oh, I jinxed
Not
it.
anymore. Good wake up button though. That was a -3 dash. Activates the trigger already. Now any touch will kill him. He's got to be really careful here. Oh, something light. He'll survive. Quick rise. No, he did EXDP.
I think the EXDP might have been part of the decision to switch to Seth, just to get a bit of a reversal. Just a bit of a get off me button. But unfortunately played one too many times.
Medium punch, slap across the core. Another jump in. Jumps this time. Doesn't quite get the punish though. Another stand heavy punch. It's keeping Cyclops right in this corner. Can't do that. Oh, the running bear grab. Here it comes. This is the casino, baby. Oh no, bust out.
Nice reversal.
I want my ticket out of here. Mix again. All right.
Four mix. Time to guess.
Overhead? No. Well guessed.
Nice
Love
defense.
that. Yeah, excellent defense. Yeah, that jab is a punish from there. That's all he's going to get, though. Another jab, stand, heavy kick, good poke back. Cyclops is slowly finding his way back. Oh, no, not again. Oh, he jumped, thank God.
Too far out.
Yeah, back jump. Not able to punish. Oh, no, what was that?
I think
He didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
dear,
that was
this
a
is bad.
mistake.
This is bad. He's trying to just stay out of range. Ooh, no.
I love that. It's like, I'm almost dead, but I'm just standing here. Come kill me.
Zangief wins.
Unfortunately, Myroda happy to oblige.
I like the idea of just like standing there and then walking back right as Myroda enters the button range to try and catch him. But yeah, unfortunately, when you have enough health to die from a single poke to the groin, it doesn't really help too much.
The fingers are back out to play.
It is
Unfortunately.
one of the best crouch slide punches in the game. If you can play footsies around that, I bloody applaud you.
It's 3 frames, right?
4 frames.
Oh, thank God. I mean, even still, for a 4-frame button, that's crazy.
It is a ridiculous 4-frame button. It's basically his neutral.
Yeah, that and, you know, sprinkling in a little bit of stand medium punch. And then when you think they're going to try to swing back into you, that's when you start bringing the charged fierce out. It's all bad.
It's all bad. All
It's all
very,
bad.
very bad.
Yeah, return it. I don't like it. It's a warranty.
What's the warranty on that, man?
I don't want
I don't
to
want
take
to
it
see
back.
this shit anymore. Speaking of grand final matchups that we've seen before, here comes another one. This is Squid, Lemon, and Roy.
Oh, potentially seeing more Alex. I'm all about the Alex gaming.
Alex, kind of being the latest episode of what is currently running through Fledglings right now, and this character has been lariating his way through absolutely everybody so far.
I mean, big buttons and plus frames, what's not to love?
Exactly right. I swing big button, it go burr, I get counted, it does big damage.
I do boot, I cancel V-trigger, me win game.
Literally. I wish you were joking, but
Yeah,
you're
I know.
actually not wrong. When you're sitting here like, God, the iron, he's correct.
It's V skill 2 Alex as well, which is, you know,
This is
the
the big one.
terrifying one.
This is the big
One
one.
What do you mean I don't know of combos? I've got combos.
Pleased to meet you.
But meanwhile, Squid's going at the Sakura. He's going to go for these fireballs. He wants a little bit more of this walk speed up against this character because Alex is a little bit slow though.
Walk speed is really handy against a lot of the characters that like to bully with their big buttons.
Exactly. Look at the spacing. Roy is already starting to push Squid out, but Squid slowly walking him back. Got to be careful of this V skill.
I was just about to say, if Squid can make the spacing... Whoa, what a crazy anti-air. Was that stand medium punch?
Yeah, stay medium punch
Wow.
of the gods.
Oh, okay, it wasn't a punish there. Might have just been a bit late. But yeah, that slash elbow is really hard to space against Sakura.
It's -2 actually.
Oh, what? I thought it was way more minus.
No. Oh, dash command grab. Right. How many of these are we going to see tonight? This is a big talking point of the last Mentor stream. Goes for the roll for some cheeky fake offense, but gets back thrown into the corner. This is not where you want to be at all. Neutral jump, not really much comes from it. Squid just trying to fight his way out. Nice fireball. Like the use of that. Roy did have trigger, not anymore, but he's got a little bit more health to lose to get that back. Both these characters lucky to have 2x8 triggers, tries to walk up, back dashes into the fireball. Throws the second one. He's out of time, but Roy is now fully charged. He's fully stacked. You have to be careful. Look for that big boot and to activate.
Plus frames. Scary.
-4. Not punished! No, not cancelled either! This is bad. Oh, but the dash of command grab, it doesn't kill her though. And the EXDP cracking under the pressure.
Yeah, it was a little bit too antsy there. But, you know, sometimes Alexes like to dash up and do crazy stuff. So, you can't exactly blame Squid on that decision.
Good wake up button though. Double dash, you can't double dash there. Gotta just take your single dash. He's got a really good dash range. Another overhead, not sure if he really wants that. Tries to neutral jump the dash. What a punish on the sweep.
That was a really nice sweep punish.
Yeah, having the awareness to know that the light like kick is gonna work there. Oh, net in the air again. More lariat gaming. Nice, throwing out the heavier button. Roy dashing straight back into it. He's holding that down charge. Squid seeing that immediately dashes in to disrupt him. Really like that choice, but he comes right back at him straight after the fireball too. Gotta be careful now, look for that stomp.
But these players are doing really well at kind of reading the momentum shifts, taking the patience as time to dash up and do stuff.
Power fireball. Oh, but the bust out on the fake dash behind the fireball. And Royce looking really good right now.
Alex wins.
Yeah, this is a this is a tournament character. With all the damage and options, like you can't guess wrong too many times against Alex. Thankfully, we haven't seen too many oppressive command throws, but we've seen just enough sprinkled in to be making Squid think about it.
Yeah, no,
And,
it was really, really well played to just like keep Squid on the back foot. Even though Squid, you'd think he'd be having an easier time with Sakura against Alex, but not quite. No, it's the different offensive decisions that Roy is making that all lead to big damage.
Yeah. We also didn't see too many fireballs, and I know fireballs is kind of a risky thing to say against Alex because Alex has so many ways to navigate them. But it's really important to try to fight for that horizontal space that he wants to walk in and press his buttons with.
Yeah, exactly. It's really important that when you're throwing the fireballs, yeah, characters have anti-fireball tools, but it depends on where you throw them. That is really important because if you throw them close enough that they can't react, then your fireballs are still good. Right? I need you to drop down. It's
yeah, my bad.
It's important that when you're looking to establish a fireball game, it's just outside that poke range because that's where they are most effective. Because no human being can play at the footsie's distance and deal with fireballs at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it is super hard to do that.
Then they need to make not risky decisions, but committal decisions to navigate them when they use at that range. And Alex has got Stomp. He's got, he does have armored the EX slash elbow, I think, as well.
Yep, yep.
So
He's got flash chop as well. The chop does break a single hit of a fireball as well.
Yep. But they're not so good that you want to be pushed off them straight away. You want to at least make the other character or the other player commit to those options.
Okay, let's rumble.
But I like to switch back to Cammy. I think Cammy is definitely Squid's strongest
Those who I
character.
wish to protect.
Absolutely.
I will fight you.
And she can fight Alex. She is a character that can fight Alex. It's not very healthy with the 900 health bar, but if you play her well, definitely can work out.
Nice spacing on that dive kick to open things.
So not really healthy to take that jump in though. Even though he didn't combo, it took all that life lead that Squid had built up away. Baiting the jump in, yeah. Not really getting that to work out too well. The dash up command grab again. Oh, the medium slash elbow from that distance, and you are a very dead Cammy. Look how much faster she just died. Oh my god.
Nice command throw to build some meter too.
Looks like you could.
This is what we mean. When you're playing these characters that have such strong neutral, you cannot be making these mistakes. That is definitely punishable. I don't think Squid's aware of that. Nice counter hit with that. Look at that low. Doesn't quite get it. Yeah, nice anti-air from Roy too. So aware. Catches the dash with the neutral jump. Like that option. Gotta be careful of it again though. We know how much Roy likes to do it. Baits the anti-air with the neutral jump. Not quite getting it. Spiral arrow back into the corner. V-shift techs the throw like that. The dive kick baits out the anti-air. Does it again. Gets out of the corner. Throwing for it.
Kind of crazy that Crouch Heavy Punch anti-air moved himself out of the corner like that.
Yeah, if you hold it down forward, it actually increase. Oh my god, this is so much damage.
This is gonna hurt so much.
Oh my god, Jack gets the game.
That didn't even have V trigger cancel behind it. Just to send the message.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Watch your ankles.
Roy taking that very convincingly. Damn, I'm shell shocked.
I'm shell
That
shocked.
crush counted me.
Dude, I'm on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, commentating this from the floor.
We have all taken a hard knockdown on that, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
That was a really big sweep, but it works out for him, and he's going to end up picking what ended up being a pretty convincing 2-0. Roy has definitely shown us that he is one of the strongest fledglings that we have.
I really liked the idea of the character swap to a more familiar character, but unfortunately Cammy just doesn't have that life.
Cammy just doesn't have that
much
life.
sharper.
It's that thing with the lower health characters in this game, right? We talk about how strong all of these characters have been, right? Cammy, Akuma, Seth, you can consider Kage as well. All these characters that have really low health, but as characters, they are really, really strong. So the idea behind having such low health is that you should be rewarded for playing someone so strong, but if you're going to get punished, you're really going to get punished for it.
Yep, absolutely.
And it can be a really big deterrent going to these characters, but they are also just so rewarding. Easy. Cheers. Right.
Excellent.
So, before we continue on any further into our next match, because we do have a very interesting match coming up, we have got the action this weekend, guys. So, if you guys don't already know, for some reason, this has been promoted for so long, but the action is a local fighting game tournament that is going to be happening in Canberra. It is brand new. It is the first time it is being run, and it's going to be starting on the Friday evening, and it's going to push through all the way to Sunday. It has got a lot of sponsors behind it. You've got the Hold Forward gang, you've got the Killer Instinct game, Couch Warriors, all rocking up to this, and you're going to see those fellas there. We've got games like Smash Brothers, Fighter Z, Guilty Gear, both Street Fighter 4 and 5, a bit of Mahavel in there as well. This is definitely going to be something that you want to get in there and go and watch it. And if you haven't already, and registrations are still open, I'm not sure if they are, don't quote me, but if they are, If they are, definitely sign up while you have one last chance.
And I believe Hold Forward may be streaming a good chunk of it. So even if you can't make it there yourselves, you should be able to tune in and check it all out.
I believe up to top 8.
Definitely what I'll be doing.
I will be doing that. Absolutely.
Alright, and I'll let you jump back.
Yeah, so now we've got Myroda versus Aurum Dez. I have not seen Aurum Dez before, but it looks like they play Balrog. And what's interesting is that looking back at the bracket, Aurum Dez has been beating some pretty good players. 2-0 against BMAD and 2-1 against Apple Cyanide.
Wow.
So now this is the test, right? This is, if he's playing Balrog, this is the test of Balrogs. Because this is Balrog versus Geef. And this is one of Balrog's few bad matchups.
I was about to say, it kind of runs into some of the problems we mentioned earlier with the big single hit buttons that Geef can kind of disregard with armor. And he's got some really good pokes that, you know, in the ranges that Balrog likes to try to maneuver himself into.
Yeah.
So
however, he's got this V skill 2 now. The V skill 2 is super important for Balrog. So it's important to see how we see Aurum go about getting this V skill 2 out so he can make his dash punches not only safe, but also break any armor that Myroda has. Immediately backdashing.
Nice anti-air as well.
Very aware. Gets a bit of space, throws on Raw. Oh no, you gotta be careful.
Classic knee.
The classic knee. Anti-air, don't you jump at me.
Yeah, Myroda's got those lariats ready if you try to neutral bomb something.
Oh my god, the roll charge in his face and it doesn't work out. I really like this. This is a good game plan. Aurum just taking small micro steps. Oh no, what did you try to do there?
That's plus, isn't it? V-skill enhanced EX dash punch.
Yep, that's plus. Oh no, he gets hit by the big one. Oh, and the crush counter.
Clipped reversal something, so I don't know if we saw maybe wake up V trigger.
Round 2.
But yeah, unfortunately.
Wake up not blocking, unfortunately. Oh, there's that armor we're talking about. Aurum just looking to try and just back up here, but that whiff knee again. You can't count that out. Dash up. Oh no. Not the super. Look at the life deficit already. The jump. Tries to air. Nice jabs out. Pokes back. Nice use of the armor again. Myroda's built a bar and a third. Now a half. And he's barely lost any health. Anti-air heavy punch. Oh, and tried to bust out. Yeah.
That was a mountain to climb. Zangief with almost V trigger stacked and like a 70% life lead, maybe even more. That was yeah.
Very, very difficult situation to get out of. And exactly what we're talking about, the use of the armor against the single hits. Yeah, these are big hits that Aurum is throwing, but he doesn't care. He's Zangief.
I would really like to see Aurum return to the game plan of charging that V skill up.
Yeah. Just look to try and get Myroda off you and then charge up that V skill because it's so important for you to do that. Like that, exactly.
Tried to preemptively whip punish something there.
I just walk up Larry. Oh my god, shimmies with the armored grab? No, not like this. Oh, he goes straight into the V trigger too. Burns it immediately.
Would have been a risky V skill, but it's fine.
I mean, if it hits, he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, whiff knee again. Oh, the dash punch whiffing, and this command grab's gonna take it.
Yeah, really nice timing with the jump there. Kind of staying on the ground just long enough to think that they're gonna keep staying there.
Grapplers and their jump timings, man. They just know. Oh, and again.
They just know.
On the dash up, here comes the vortex. Headbutt, jab, another headbutt. Good anti-air though. Now he's got space. Doesn't charge the V-skill, instead of willing to dash punch into Myroda. The grappler jump again. Oh no!
Super.
Oh, it's the classic 2.0. Oh, and he died. Oh my god! Dude! Oh, Myroda, please.
Myroda, please. Stop terrorizing these poor people.
Oh, dude, you're gonna give half of Fledgling's PTSD at this point.
Giving me PTSD. I'm not even playing.
Giving people who played Street Fighter 2 PTSD. Oh my god. Someone at home right now just shuddered in fear.
Yeah, someone at home uninstalled Street Fighter 5.
They didn't know why.
Felt
They
a
just
cold
did.
shiver. They were like, I need to uninstall this game.
Yeah. Why am I playing this again?
Having said that though, Aurum putting on quite a show for the first time I've seen them on stream.
Yeah, I think that match doesn't really give him justice as to what he's been doing, because I can tell by the way he's going about the match and how he's playing that he's playing as Balrog should, and he's playing well. But unfortunately, it's just Geef is such a nightmare for Balrog to deal with.
Well, the first thing we saw Aurum do, like game 1, round 1, backdash V skill. Like that's how you play the matchup.
That's how you do it.
Why are these silver players knowing how to play the matchup? Like, why?
He didn't keep going at it. Admittedly, Maroda stuck to him pretty damn well.
Yeah. I mean, like, that kind of... That's one of the things you see a lot in tournaments, and I've definitely done this a lot, is when you start playing a set, you've got a pretty good idea in mind of how you want to approach the match, but your mental stack just gets built up over the course of the set with all these different things that you kind of forget the game plan that you had right at the very start.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, that's just one of the things that you work on over time. And you start remembering, oh yeah, I need to be V-skilling all the time. Or something like that.
Exactly. Now this... Okay, this is interesting. We've got Roy, our regular Fledgies champion. He's going up against the Bracket Demon. He's got...
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yep.
let's rumble.
Oh, my favorite. Let's go.
The excitement. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Round 1.
To be honest, I'm big fans of both these players.
Big fans of both these players as well. Now, because it's so interesting, because Warlock playing Kuma, Bracket Demon, does shit, doesn't care, didn't ask.
Right as you say that, he is standing there.
He is standing there menacingly.
Menacingly.
But we've got Roy. Roy is playing one of the bad matchups for Kuma. Oh my god, that's a nice whiff punish. Teleports out on the lariat. Really good choice as well against that. Back throw. Another health being lost by Warlock. Air fireballs, jump in, V-shifted. The choice. Excellent anti-air.
What an anti-air.
That is the anti-air against Akuma. He cannot stop that.
Round 2.
Nothing will save him. Gets
Yeah,
Oki too.
Against characters that kind of rely on normal anti-airs, you think that you can get away with doing some stuff. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Warlock's gaming.
Warlock. The scush! Huh? No! Warlock.
Mid, do you have your notebook out?
Ah,
We gotta take some notes.
I need to learn from Warlock, obviously. Good anti. He picked it up from there, though. Catches counter hit. Warlock
Stun is awfully high.
patient
training back
on
in.
the
I
brink
like
of
it.
stun. Oh, he's gonna damage him on the heavy kick! It's not gonna kill him though, but god, this is close. Let's guess for
That's
game.
the game?
Dude, what are you doing? You're insane, bro. I can't.
I'm so tense. Every muscle in my body is locked up watching this.
You have to be careful, Warlock. Oh, he fucked up everything.
Final round.
Bro, I'm speechless.
I can't deal with this guy. Oh man,
I'm in awe.
he's fearless. He's so
Yes, neutral Tatsu, yes.
medium back throw into the corner. Looks for the. Oh, he takes a throw there. Ah, caught you slipping.
So much utility on these Tatsus.
You've never seen Tatsu used so diversely, but he's got super stop. Any touch here kills. Air fireballs are back. Can you jump though? Does Warlock realize? Uses it from further away. I don't mind that. The Tatsu. Oh god, another throw and he's dead. Oh, he threw against the heavy kick. Oh please! Oh please! No, not like this! Oh my god, he's gonna kill him! No, the wake up super!
That was unfortunate. Warlock was kind of feeling the momentum shift in his direction. Could have probably killed off that jump in combo.
He could have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, very close to killing, but opts for the old jump in straight into DP, the Street Fighter 2 classic.
Warlock, man.
Roy kind of withstanding though, standing strong in the face of the bracket demon.
Round 1.
He's bringing him close though. This is what we mean. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Warlock will push you. That was a really good neutral jump. Yeah, just the angle. Couldn't quite get it. Oh, bust out. Oh, the heavy punch again. The throw.
On the crush counter.
With Tatu so ready to punish it this time. The back throw. The straight back in. I didn't tell you to leave. Throw again. The dash up. Oh, he gets caught on the dash though. Nice shimmy. Doesn't activate into the trigger. The slide.
Did that anti-air?
Yeah.
Did that? Oh my god.
God slide.
We are living in Warlock's universe.
Warlock manifests new properties into his special moves.
Manifest
Mayakuma,
move utility.
Mayakuma cannot do the things that his can.
Oh, the back heavy punch
The
from
back
so
heavy punch?
far out.
The mind games on this V skill as well. Nice option though to go for that. He's just trying to bait him again. The air fireballs at such a great distance away. Oh my god, if he just went to palm, he would have had him. Catches the anti-air attempt, dash up, command grab. It's the classic. -2. Nice whiff punish on that too. What? How did you do that?
I don't understand.
I'm actually angry.
I don't understand.
Why can't mine do this? Why? How does his anti-air?
Oh my god, the meatiest
No.
is.
You can't. Oh, first and all. Oh my god, no!
That could have been dead from both players.
I'm gonna. Oh! Oh my god, he takes it from me.
I am so sorry for piquing everyone's ears with me just losing my absolute shit at this, but oh my goodness.
You can't. Oh my god! No way!
Hello?
What? Dude!
You're kidding.
Yo! Oh my god, he's. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? He's all over him. You can't commentate this.
No, you can't. Like, I'm trying to.
You
think
can't
of things to
commentate
say.
this. What do you do? Oh my god,
my
he took the
God.
game.
Warlock, please.
Akuma wins.
Can we? Okay, I need somebody at all times to be recording Warlock's games so we can study them. Because there are some things happening that I have never seen in the life of Street Fighter V.
You guys can't see me because my camera isn't on, but my head is in my hands on my desk.
Round 1.
What?
My head is on my. I've never. How does he do it?
That stand heavy kick anti-air was one of the most cracked things I have ever seen.
That's something you do against like Abigail because of the grappler jump. But he just pulls it out here. Because like I've done that, but I've never done it against Alex. And Warlock's like, yeah, just hold my beer.
Yeah, just press a button.
Oh, this is a good block though. This is gonna be really big damage.
This is gonna hurt.
But the V trigger is up. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh my god, wake up, crouch heavy. Roy swinging right back. Another air fireballs. Still has to block them. Oh my god, he's sending it. Oh, he got hit by it. Oh, and he walked up to him.
Yeah, I wonder what Warlock was thinking there.
Something.
Scheming. Alright, I believe this is Roy on tournament point?
Tournament. Well,
Sorry,
set
not
point.
tournament point. Set
Yeah,
point.
gee, that was quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we moved through this bracket.
Oh, he got slapped.
and-
He got smacked down. Oh, hold that.
You've got creative anti-airs. I've got creative anti-airs.
Yours are creative, mine hurt. Oh my god, it baits it. Back throw. Double dash. He's getting aggressive. Good anti-air. Oh. This might kill him. No, not quite. Guess the game though, he's got
The
Oki.
game.
The shimmy doesn't work out. He's doing stomp. Oh my god, but he flipped.
Yeah.
That's unlucky.
That was unlucky.
Alex wins.
Oh my goodness, what a set.
Oh man.
Speechless. I'm actually speechless.
Warlock is gonna make my brain just split clean in half one day, and I'm just gonna die on the commentary desk. You're just gonna hear thud, 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 and then just no more Midnight Oz. Demon IRL through the camera.
Demon IRL, but Roy was ready with the exorcism.
God, you
What do we do? What do we do?
how do you expect the shit that he does, and then because you've never seen him just do this shit and it just works. Just dive kicks that should not anti-air, demon flips that just should not anti-air, just shit that just shouldn't work, and it works every time.
One little nuance that I would like to bring up that was really, really interesting towards the end of that set was as Warlock was doing all of the air fireballs, I was thinking to myself, you know, Alex can anti-air these if you do too much, but he has to anti-air them with EX knee. And if he does that, he can't super.
Yup.
So it's almost like, yeah, sure, you can anti-air me, but now you can't kill me with a super. So, kind of really interesting decision there.
Yeah, it's interesting if you're willing to take it, I guess, but I mean, it's such a good position for Alex because it's decent damage, it's Oki, and it's the good Oki too. Like, there's Oki that Alex gets that's like, oh, it's not too bad. But then there's Oki that Alex gets and it's like, right, this is the bad shit. This is like dash up into mix up, or he's just swinging lariat and crush counters the latex. It's the bad stuff. It's the kind of Oki you don't want Alex to have. And jumping and at Alex when he's deciding to do that as an air tier, it's just giving it to him.
That's true. You kind of, even when you got, you know, you put in a really bad Oki situation, you've got options like with the V shift and stuff, but you are giving Alex what he wants.
Exactly. It's going to be a very interesting match. This is one we've seen a fair few times in the 2022 season of Fledgling Fighters. This is going to be Squid Limit up against B-Mad. Going back to the Sakura as well.
Nice. I'm a little familiar with this matchup with my games with oh, the taunts. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a good start. A little gentleman handshake. I like that.
Yeah.
B-Mad, the purveyor of the crouch heavy punch, ain't he?
Kage forward fierce does so much work in this matchup.
Oh yeah.
And I'm curious to see how much we're going to see it.
Oh man, these guys are just dancing around each other right now. Really nice whiff punish from Squid. Oh, gets that shimmy. Doesn't quite work out that crouch heavy.
Both of these players so solid with their crouch fierce anti-airs. You know, it's very unlikely that either of them will be jumping for free.
Good punish. He didn't cancel in the trigger. He has got it though. Alright, uses it there. Be mad with trigger. Something you don't see that often.
-2 into button.
Oh, tries to get fake, doesn't work. Oh no! Probably a whiff confirm. Doesn't quite kill him though. Oh no, that's such a big mistake. Oh man, a meterless kill too.
That is very unlucky.
Extremely unlucky. I wonder what he wanted to go for. Maybe another walk up button, but just doesn't quite work out.
Sometimes you get DP. Alright, I'm putting some stomp pressure on. I like establishing the stomps as well. Really, really strong tool from Kage.
Oh my god, what a neutral jump. B-Mad is in control right now. Look at this. Oh, another one. Get off me.
It confirmed.
He threw it from there?
Hey, if it works, it works.
So good. I gotta be careful. Kage's got this V skill. Teleports away from the jump in. Just walks up and does it. Does it again. He's slowly pushing him into the corner. This is a really good block. You gotta make this count though.
Nice.
Oh, certainly does.
Yeah.
Oh, bust out.
Just do it.
Just do it again.
Yeah. I mean, BMAD had a round up, so
Kage wins.
when you're sitting in that position, you really can go a bit ham sometimes.
You can throw that, just be like, nah, I got a round of these. Block this. Well played from BMAD. Both these guys just trying to figure each other out already in the first part, but BMAD just swings and he swings real hard. Like,
Yeah, and
Kage.
swinging
Yeah,
with a
go.
character that you could really do it with.
Exactly. Like, he's one of these characters. It's ironic that we talk about the big bodies doing a lot of damage, but Kage is that exception of the smaller character, but he hits so hard. Offensive powerhouse.
So many routes that do a lot of damage, really, really important hit confirms that convert into a lot, and
Yep.
then also the V trigger that just does damage upon damage if it connects.
So much damage. And like corner to corner combos, if you know your routes, like always get Oki. He's a dangerous man, but Squid has come back to the Kami. Stayed faithful to him for the most part, but
I'm wondering if Sakura is like the data character, because you can kind of like, you know, back off, throw some fireballs, do some crouch
For
fierce
those who I wish to
anti-airs,
protect,
and kind of learn
I
some of the
will fight you.
tendencies.
yeah.
And then-
But the thing is that it's not that you're switching to a similar character, because Kami doesn't have fireballs. Kami's game plan's different. How she approaches neutral's different. If it's a data character, I'd call it a bit expensive. Why not just take the data on your main character?
Yeah, that's very fair. Throw
Oh
some-
my god, just goes into the overhead. Doesn't quite punish that though. Doesn't quite punish the Tatsu backwards either. Opting for V-Trigger activate instead. Oh, just raw? B-Man looking for that dive kick. He knows it's coming. Or he's looking for it. There it is. Oh, only gets touched by it. It's not a bad decision. Nice low. No, it goes through him. Ah, man, really nice DP bait.
Very nice DP bait and ready to capitalize with the stand heavy kick rush counter, which is very nice.
Round 2. Fight.
And I'm just not aware that Squid's passing through from the start of that V-skill, so can't quite catch him with that yet.
Oh, DP.
Nice swift punish with the stand meme kick. Slowly pushing Squid all the way back into this corner. Checks the throw. Oh, that forward fierce, like you said. It's doing so much work. Oh my god, you can't escape! And the block he knew was going for so long.
Beautiful. Even walks up and does the crouch fierce. Could have just done forward fierce, but no, wants to build the habits.
Oh man, look at the pressure is on right now. Walk up throw, does it again. Walk back, immediately activating trigger. Fast counter punch from Squid. We should jump again. Gotta look for that dive kick. B-Mad scouting it out immediately. It's the trigger's gone. He's forward fierce.
BMAD's in a really good position right now.
He's in a really good mood. Oh my god, overhead again. Oh, went for it a second time. It ends up giving Squid the V-trigger, backs away. Not sure what he's trying to bait there, or maybe it was a misinput. Does he get the DP out in time? He doesn't. Very, very clutch dive kick.
Yeah, it just gets clipped on the raw activate. I think it was you who told me that there are 5 frames of startup to that.
It is.
You can't do anything about it, so...
Gotta be quick. Especially at the speed the Kami can dive kick at and V-trigger too. The second she's in that air, you gotta be hitting that V-trigger ready to go.
It's fast, and it converts into really nice damage. So,
Like that's a free EXDP if he gets it out.
Alright, Squid are tying it up though. Very curious to see what the adaptation is going to be.
Squid opting to just play very hit and run now. But that's a really nice dive kick. Conversion options available. Tried the jump back. No escape from B-Mad. You cannot escape this guy. Trigger activate. Nice combo though. Gets it going the wrong way. B-Mad's so close to stun. Oh, throws! I'm sure that's what he wanted. Oh, and the V-skill gets sniped out of the air.
That is unfortunate.
Very quick adaptation from Squid.
Really liking these Crouch Fierce activations from Squid, because they've been hitting the mark most of the time.
He's making the most of it for the majority. Tried to get through that fireball, just not quick enough.
Beautiful check to jab there.
Oh dear, you pressing something? Yes. Ugh.
Damage.
The red and black, baby. It does so much damage. Ooh, no activate. Now gets it. Helps him more. Goes the other side. He's so good at these sequences. He's so close to stun. Good DP. Get off me. Oh, right back at him.
DP for DP.
Oh, activate your trigger, B-Man.
Ooh. Playing with fire, but it pans out. Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, it could have just been triggered Zapatu DP. Beautiful crouch medium kick in the spiral over there.
Missed the dive kick. Oh, the second his feet are on the ground, the DP comes roaring out. Can't really punish that. It's a safe button. What a jump!
Wow. What a
Oh my
creative
god.
answer.
I don't think even B-Man was ready for how good that jump was. And again! This time he's ready. Oh my goodness.
I think Squid tried to snipe that.
Oh no, he's dead! No, he's not! He dropped the combo! He dropped the combo, this is bad.
Very, very high pressure situation.
Oh. Yeah, you can't. Oh, that's unlucky.
That's very unlucky.
I was gonna say, B-Mat is so close to getting chipped here. It didn't even matter.
Squid taking it.
Ends up going 2-1. Really nice turnaround on the Kami too.
Mm-hmm.
As you were saying, those activations at the same time. There's really strong activation routes.
Really nice, especially when the other character doesn't have a lot of life. Because every time that hit, it would do like 30%.
Exactly.
30%. It's like
His stun bar basically almost hit the cap every
Yeah.
time that trigger activated.
Off the back of that, the activation and then into the hooligan sequence to bait the throws, which happened twice, Kage was on like pixel stun afterwards both times. Alright, let's have a quick look at the bracket, see what's going on.
What have we got coming up?
So, I believe we have Aurum Deus and Squid Limit.
Ooh, Squid back again.
Yeah.
Can't keep this guy away from the stream. He's getting his matches.
Squid is tenacious. Even if they get put into losers, they will make that run. I've seen them do it multiple times before.
Yeah, they're good at it. They're good at just staying very persistent.
Which is, you know, a skill that's really important to develop in these tournament situations.
But now he's going to go up against Aram, and I think now we're going to start to see a little bit more of what Aram is capable of now that he's not dealing with the beast, Myroda.
Yeah, we'll get to see Balrog play a bit more of his usual game plan. I am curious to see if we're going to see the same loadout. Can't really use V skill 1 against anything that Kami does, hey.
Yeah, not really. You would choose V skill 2 normally for the safer dash punches and the sheer damage output.
Yeah, the damage output especially. Makes a lot of sense.
It's a good choice to go for. But it'll be interesting to see if Squid, like, are we going to see him even go back to Kami? Like, will we see Sakura again?
That's a good question, because I think every time we've seen them, they bring out the Sakura first.
Nope, sticking with it.
Business time.
We are just down to business.
I agree with that decision coming off that last set that we just saw, where Kami was the one that did the heavy lifting. I kind of like Squid's decision to stay with the character that's been giving them success.
There's no escape.
Gonna see how it pans out here. He's picked V skill 1 for this.
Interesting. Maybe even just for the activation. V skill punch.
Same with the mix-ups too.
Yeah, the mix-up's good too.
Aurum staying patient. Unlucky getting a crash instead of a standing meaning punch. Trying to anti-air that dive kick again. Squid's trying to abuse this dive kick right now.
Yeah, we are switching sides like crazy.
My goodness.
Wow, what a DB.
Oh, what a neutral jump. Such a good read. Minus, yeah, punish, no. Didn't fully follow up on it.
Wow, catch is grounded too.
Yeah, caught grounded. Nice anti-air again. Alright, activation on the table, still plus. Challenges him there.
Brave challenge, Cammy could have just exploded.
You gotta be so careful against Balrog. This character does a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, had the trigger activated and 2 bars ready to go on the extensions.
But staying mostly patient, he's playing a very dash punch heavy game. Nice. Oh my god, that EXTP. Any threat of any kind of offense, Squid's busting out of it. Nice dive kick again.
Okay, gets a punish on the spiral arrow.
The neutral jump doesn't quite work out.
Oh, it kills. I thought it was going to leave Aurum with a pixel.
Cammy surprising us with the damage output as well. You'd be surprised. She hits real hard.
Yeah, she hits really hard. I thought the Balrog health was just going to save him, because he's got, you know, a decent health pool.
Yeah, he does have a decent health pool.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like the way that Aurum was playing that set for the most part, but just Squid being able to snipe...
Oh my god, the whiff punish!
How
many times have you seen raw spiral arrow? Oh dear, that's a mistake. Not quite picked up on though. Squid is just staying aggressive. This is the DP.
Squid smells blood, I think.
Thought they were on the other side, ended up backdashing themselves still into the corner. Walk up, stand heavy punch, I love that. Establish that offense.
The V reversal out of the corner is very nice too.
It's one of the only punishable on block V skills. Oh, sorry, V reversals. Good anti again. Blast frames. Dash up throw doesn't quite work out. These jumps are working out so well for Squid, and the DP confirmed at the end to get that damage to kill.
Wow, really nice end.
Nice.
Mission complete.
Round 2. Fight.
Little jab to check that EX spiral arrow. Not many people have been punishing that tonight.
The EX spiral arrow?
Yeah, the EX spiral arrow as it passes through.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how it catches them. Nice V reversal.
It's one of those things you gotta kind of already have the punish in mind for. If you try to make it up on the fly, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, lab it out. But right now, Squid is looking very dominant. Look at the jump in angles.
Yeah, that was a Cammy set.
That was a Cammy set. It's the difficult thing with having a character that can only anti-air in front of him is that character like Cammy, so easy to bait it out constantly, and then it just becomes a nightmare to stop this character from going ham.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those stand medium punches that, you know, conventionally should have worked, but Cammy able to alter her jump arc with the dive kicks makes it really difficult.
And taking that to full advantage as well, but I think if we see, there was a few opportunities the first time around with Aurum. I definitely know that if we end up seeing more of them later on, when they've maybe worked a little bit more on the combos and the punishes, and maybe utilize a little bit more of Balrog's damage, we're going to see them do a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Right, we are about to enter the top 3 part of tonight. All these matches from here on out will all be top 3. But before we continue, guys, if you're just tuned in, I need to remind you that starting tomorrow is the action. It is the first local fighting game tournament, a major, in fact, that is happening in Canberra. It has got a whole heap of games ranging from Dragon Ball Fighters to both Street Fighter 4 and 5. You've got a bit of Marvel. You have got a whole lot of action that will span from the Friday afternoon all the way through to Sunday. It will be streamed. You'll have the hold forward boys locking it down with streams until top 8s for some of these tournaments. Definitely go and check it out.
So much action, they named a whole major after it.
The whole major after it. There is a lot of it though. Like, no shit. There's games I've never seen before, right? In here, like Persona Plus, I don't think I've ever seen this game played in Australia. I don't think I've seen a Persona game or a tournament of it played in Australia. Rivals of Ada, it's really good to see that getting love. There's a Sonic game, ? I've never seen that before.
I think it's going to be one of those majors where everybody's going to be bringing the games that they're passionate about or the games that they have the most fun with, and there's going to be a lot of community spirit behind it. So if you can't make it there, I'm sure a lot of it will be streamed. So be sure to, I believe it's Hold Forward that's streaming a lot of it. So
Hold Forward, yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for the streams that will be going around the place. If you're not sure, ask your mates. Someone will definitely have the details for you. But definitely, if you want a base to go, Hold Forward will be the definitive place to be for a lot of this action. Literally.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stop making action puns. They knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing. They had it's action. You could just puns in so many ways. It's ACT in the word.
Yup, puns on puns.
So simple. Someone raised the guy who thought of that idea.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer when they were naming it? They're all standing around the whiteboard. One of them steps up and writes action, and then all of them just start applauding.
Just start applauding.
Yep. That's straight up real live cam footage from the meeting.
That's not even staged.
No, not at all.
Someone just decided to turn the camera on, and that's what it is.
So good. And I think with that, we're going to move into the winner side of our top 4.
Yes, this is the winners finals.
For those of you who might have been paying attention to the battle lounge noises, it is now a first to 3 rather than first to 2. So both players have got an extra game to kind of, sharpen up their decision making, feel their opponent out a bit more, and we'll have to see how it goes.
We got Myroda and Roy. Roy, I think, is no stranger to a Geef matchup, and both of these are very big boys and do a lot of damage, but it's going to be interesting to see who ends up running their offense better than the other, I think is going to be the case here.
It'll be the battle of big buttons and big command grabs.
Roy's opting to go with the V-Skill 1. He's looking for these big hits. Big damage opportunities. Especially with the buff to V-Skill 1. It no longer goes away on knockdown. I think that's a really important note about V-Skill 1. Now,
that's a really good buff, Alex.
Only goes away if a button is blocks or it hits. Just like that. Massive crush counter being fished there. Roy already has trigger 2. Trying to get away from there. Ends up getting scooped after some jabs. Oh my god, the fake stuff. It's coming flying. Headbutt V shifted. This life lead Myroda's already built. Roy's had built all that. Oh, I was about to say built all that V reversal meter, only for it to get used on the V shift, and now he has to get it back, and then he just died.
Yeah, Roy found some really good hits in the start of that set, but Myroda just whittled it down. Found stuff like EX SPD.
These jump. Okay.
That's one way to check a dash.
Straight into my loving embrace. Oh shit, right back at him. He's up his whip. Tries the anti-air, not quite there. Oh my god, he might be dead. Look at the damage. Ugh. Into the corner. Oh, just killed.
Combo so nice, we had to get a quick freeze frame of it.
Looks like you could use more training.
Final round. Fight.
Extra long freeze frame.
One round.
Oh, Lariat. That is an interesting way to anti-air, but it works out there. Oh no. Not like this.
That is one way to take your time back.
Can't fault it. God, that jump.
That arc is so hard to deal with.
Oh, the V-skill with counter hits, you can combo off that. Another one tries to command grab, another backdash. Always aware of what he wants. The crouch medium punch anti-air. Oh dear. Oh, it's danger zone. Oh, the stand, man.
Just out
played
of
with some
range.
fire there.
Done yet.
Just out of range for the EX command grab. And my Rhoda let him live for it, but then didn't.
But then didn't.
So, yeah, like, interesting start to game one. I'm curious to see if we're going to see any more of those hard hits come back into play. Or we're going back to character select.
Potentially.
It's go time.
Yeah, it's important to make the most of the opportunities when they come about. Because if you don't take as much damage as you can out of Zangief when you get these opportunities, it's so much of a grind against a character that can output so much off of a 50-50.
For sure. You're kind of like, you're making your job harder for yourself if you're not taking the damage when the opportunity presents itself. So that is something that you need to be ready for.
It is 1075 health, I believe, that you have to crack through. It is not a low amount of health. It is a large amount of health.
Large amount of health for a large lad.
For a very big boy. And but the thing is that Alex has that damage. Especially with V-Skill 1. He has the ability to do it. He just needs to make the most of these opportunities and play, I think, a bit more of a poking game. I think everyone's a bit too afraid of Myroda right now.
Yeah, I mean, there've been a couple of instances where, as you've mentioned, light SPD, there's no real Oki after that. So you've got to kind of be ready to start checking with stuff, or even just take the opportunity to put yourself back at a range where Alex can use like his stand medium kick, his crouch medium kick. His crouch medium punch is really nice too. But, you know, it's tough to weather the storm and get yourself back into that position where you can play footsies.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Especially with the crouch light punch again being the definitive button that Myroda can use to control that neutral.
Yeah, that button is the neutral. We're just all playing around it.
We're all playing around Geef's little black hole of a light punch. Trying not to get sucked into it.
I do wonder if Alex could kind of create more opportunities with V-Skill 2, being able to cancel some of, you know, the special moves into each other and kind of give himself some more creative approaches.
Well, yeah, he can definitely do that. I know it's not the worst idea. You can use V-Skill 2, and you can either turn your flash chops into more... like, you can make them more safe by doing a -4 into the slash elbow to be -2, which sure leaves you like right next to him at -2, but it's better than being punished, I guess.
Yeah.
But it also greatly increases the amount of rewards he can get, because even if he's poking away with like a crouch light punch into light chomp, or a stand light kick, or a stand medium punch into the chop, if you see the chop hit, even on light chop, you can go into the medium elbow, which is the knockdown, and that gets Alex corner carry and Oki. So it might just be a buff to the poking game that he can begin to utilize just a little bit more.
Yeah. Having said that though, like V-Skill 1, we saw one or two hard hits in that game just now. So it's not like the V-Skill itself is not good in the matchup whatsoever, but you know, I think it comes down to player preference and depending on how they want to play. I do think being able to cancel those special moves to make things a bit safer, or even to spend the meter to get yourself into EX Stomp, put yourself at plus frames, like there's a lot of approaches.
Yeah, definitely build the mental stack of Myroda, because if you're not really actually making him think about his defense, and you're letting him play the way he wants to be playing, then he's going to have a much easier time playing this neutral. However, if you start throwing a little bit more, you wouldn't call it chaos, but start varying the approach options, right? Like flippy headbutt. How much success did that show in the last Fledglings? EX Stomp is plus on block. Use that to steal turns, right? Like get in there test his reactions. If he's not reacting, start stealing a bit. And now my Rhoda's thinking about a whole bunch of things, and it opens up your offense more because he's struggling to react.
There's only so many things you can think about. No matter how good you are, there's a point where you just stop being able to react to everything.
My iron body is invincible, so beware!
Yeah, at some point, there's only so many things that can run through someone's head until their brain starts to toast the fry and spit steam everywhere. Roy, however, going to stick with the original V-skill choice.
Honestly, I like the decision to stick with it. If you're feeling confident in your decisions, then that's the way to do it.
Tell you what. Oh my god, wake up Lariat! Talk about a way to fight back, tries to dash in, it's immediately checked by my Rhoda. Cuts the offense, leads him into getting a free mix-up because he dashed right into his arms. Gotta be so careful of it. Jumps over.
Tries to go with the tick throw, but it hits. That's one of the worst feelings.
Oh my god, good anti-air. Good. Wake up Flash Chop. He's a really interesting... Oh, speak of the devil.
You mentioned it. They heard you.
I ushered it into existence.
You manifested. You're learning.
Channeled a little bit of Warlock whack magic to make shit happen.
Perfect.
Nice counter hit. Using a bit more of these V-skills. Oh, too big of a button to be pressing there. He is -4. Oh, nice. Doesn't get the full follow-up. Sweep blocked. Tries to jump. Instead, gets immediately anti-aired. If you block a sweep, just sweep it. Nice trade there, though.
That was so ambiguous.
See how many jabs you just got on block?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Geef jab someone 4 times?
I don't think so. I think that's another first for me.
That's a first, and it's all coming from fledglings, baby.
Classic.
God bless fledglings and just pulling the most random shit out of the arse of Street Fighter V so deep into the game's history. Look at the dash check again. I think this is also one of the other big things of my Rhoda's way of playing. Oh no, again, it's worked almost every time.
It's just one of those deceptive buttons where you see it come out, and then by the time you're thinking of your response, the super flash has already happened.
It recovers so much quicker than you expect. Oh, they both jump! Oh no, this is what he wants. Does he get over it? No, it hard hit the super.
Yeah, does hard hit super give you anything extra?
I don't believe so. Oh no, goodbye.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. You want to hit me with a super? I'll just wake up with a quote-unquote super.
V-trigger 2 SPD. Same but different.
But still the same.
It hurts so much. How much damage does that do?
I believe it pushes, depending... I think EX hits 350.
Why? 350?
I'm not even exaggerating. V trigger 2, Zangief, pull open the fat. Yeah, so heavy SPD and EX SPD do 350 damage and 400 stun.
That is unreal. Alright, so Roy with a strong start to this round, but Myrota really climbing their way back.
One of those Zangief things. Oh my god, gets the counter hit there. Anti-air. That shit out of my face. Oh man, can't be getting hit by that. Oh, and again. Oh no, doesn't get that. And the dash is checked again.
That's unfortunate. That could have been a big punish because there was V-trigger, there was meter. There were a couple of things that Roy could have done to extend that a little bit.
Yeah, multi-hits go. Only got 1 hit of armor on that V-skill. Ooh. Tries to dash check that, but he ends up dashing through the lights. Oh, look at this damage just stack up. The jump, it's anti-ed. Cash is out. Ooh! That's at 60% scaling, by the way. Oh no, not like this. It's heavy SPD, you gotta guess? V-shift. No guessing. Oh, goes to stand heavy kick after that's blocked. Risky option for Myrota. Activate now.
Yeah, sweep activate is a good decision, I think. Kind of slow things down a little bit.
Oh my god, so much spaghetti just flew out of everyone's pockets.
Yeah, that was
Looks
tense.
like I won. All right.
I think both players kind of feeling the pressure a little bit there.
Fight.
It's a pressure cooker in here. Oh, and again, jab, command grab does so much work. How long right back?
Always seeming to take the crush counter lariats and then dash up and doing command throw rather than committing to the combo.
Surely there's a simpler combo you can do there.
Oh, no.
Oh dear, what was that? That's unfortunate. He's gonna get hit by a super right back and this is gonna kill.
This is dead. Nice punish.
Zangief win.
And I believe that makes it 2-1.
No, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
GG's. My road is going through to the winner's side of grand finals.
Yeah, Roy definitely still in it though. Only has to win a couple of rounds in losers bracket to get the run back.
Got to see if he can do it. He's done it before. And he will do it again. If anyone can do it again, it would likely be him.
So,
But
who
he's
do we
got it.
have up next?
I believe it's Cyclops versus Squid.
Yep.
This is a classic. I like these two. These two both have a similar-ish playstyle to each other. Both punching around the same weight at the same time, so hopefully nice, even contest. Could get to see a decent bit of action, and then the winner's going to have to go on to fight Roy. And if it's Squid, it'll actually be a run back for Squid to see if he can fight Roy and beat him this time.
I'm curious to see, because I've seen Cyclops' Colleen a couple of times, and there's usually some cheeky V-trigger stuff that we haven't seen yet that I would like to see, because I'm a big fan of gross mix-ups.
I am a big fan of some gross mix-ups and some nutty nooch.
Yep, Nutty Nooch.
Nutty nooch.
I love that. I want it on a shirt.
Nutty nooch.
Nutty Nooch.
Just wear that around.
Bro, I'll be
Go to the
down.
shops.
Yep. Nope. Out of context, horrendous shirt.
Going to the shop, just buying some things, just oh, what's on your shirt? Oh, you know, nutty nooch, and they're like,
Nutty nooch.
do I want to know what that is?
Yeah, you gotta have.
Is that safe for work?
Big fan of Nutty Nooch. You have to let them know that you're a fan of it. All right, we got some Colleen gaming going on.
Colleen gaming. This is what we want to see. Hopefully, a good amount of it too.
I am
Picking
watching.
the command grab too.
Oh, pick the command grab. Interesting. This is one that you don't see a lot of at all.
No, you don't. I actually think it's decent. I think it's underrated.
I think it's one of those things where if you're not already prepared for it, then it is really dangerous, and who's going to be prepared for it?
Yeah, you're giving a neutral footsie character a command grab. Just readily accessible. Both these characters trying to get each other to whiff. There we go, first one of the match. Jab anti-air though there.
That was a beautiful jab. That walks forward out of the hail.
Yeah, walks completely out of it. No, can't punish that. That wasn't even quick enough to punish. It's only -4. Oh!
What a
Parry on the dive kick and you're standing up into the hail. The classic expected V-break didn't happen. Oh, caught. Other side, didn't fall for it.
Very nice block.
No activate, no punish. Another one. Sai's not quite dealing with it, but that's a really good activate. I don't think it'll kill though. Dive kick. Throw.
Nice sequence. Cammy with V-Trigger is such a scary character to deal with.
Such a menace. Because one of the core fundamental parts of the game, which is anti-airing, just gets fucked up. That's a good punish though. And it's part of why Cammy has always been strong, is the fact that she has a trigger that completely messes that up.
That's her fundamentals as a rushdown character. She can do all of the things that you want in a strong rushdown character.
Oh, the crouching meme kick activate. Definitely gonna tack on some damage. The mix! Ooh!
Gross.
Disgusting!
Rose just sticks out a little leggy. Like, oh,
I'm
other
gonna
side
stick
down.
my leggy right out.
Wouldn't that be funny if... Oh, that was gross. Thank you, Sire.
We have seen the mix. We are satisfied. The canines are being fed.
Yeah. We're eating good.
We're eating real good. This is why we're here.
Yep, of course. Alright, now slowing it right down.
What's the wolf equivalent of when deers go to a watering hole? The familiar watering hole. What's that for a canine equivalent? I don't know, but that's where we are right now.
Probably still a watering hole, right?
I guess so.
I guess. Alright, we're in the
Regular
corner.
hunting ground.
Yep, true.
Oh no, the big hiccup. Look at the walk up into the target combo. Stun? Ooh!
This is going to be close to dead. A lot of scaling.
Get a freeze
Oh.
in there though. Both triggers activate. Oh my god, the whiff punish on the dive kick? You don't see that very often. And the slide.
Slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Colleen wins.
Mix up. Bounce, bounce, mix up. Cha cha, real smooth.
Bro.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty inspired.
That was
I'm
pretty
proud
good.
of myself for that one.
Yeah, you should be. That was great. Oh,
Excellent. Back to the action.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the counter conversion. Oh damn, DP'd immediately out of the command ground.
Raw DP. That was a really important time to pull that out.
Gotta
as
get.
well.
Look at the whiff punish on the stand light kick though. Look at the control right now from Sire. So much control. Like the attempt at the anti-air, you don't mind that whiffing. Crouch when you kick. Oh, sit down!
The damage. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That hurts. Especially
Dude,
on
the
camming.
voice line in English too, as well. On your knees!
Yeah.
Just plants him.
Damn, the icicle jab too.
High school jab, dude. The V trigger for Colleen, it's so simple, but it's so strong.
What if we made her buttons better? And everyone's
What
like,
if-
yes.
What if we just doubled the length of her buttons and gave her projectile invincibility?
See Squid's DP as a poke?
It worked, but right back at it. Oh my god, caught low again. Catching everyone tonight.
Oh, pushing out of corner. Wanted
Yep.
something a little extra there.
Too much extra. Trying to squeeze that little bit of extra ketchup out of the packet and the whole thing exploded on his hot dog.
It's a great visual. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Oh, we had something gross there.
something was brewing. Nice jab
Nice
check
jab.
though.
Yeah.
But now he's in the corner, dive kick, challenges it. It was a good height to challenge at. Size looking good. Look at the dash. Here it comes.
Got
Can
the
you
skates
react?
on.
Can you react?
She's too quick.
She's on, baby.
Yep. She just zooms.
Colleen
Yeah, what if we made her buttons really good and she could just like dash from full screen? Wait, so hold up. Wait, they just turned Colleen into Kai Kiske from
Oh,
Battle
dude.
Royale. You know, like what if she was Kai?
Except she has a throw loop too.
And yeah, like terrifying mix-ups.
She is a bit of a menace when she is played really well like this, but she's doing some absolute work right now.
Yeah, I'm loving the patience as well. Like we've been talking a lot about the offense, but there's also been a lot of times where Sai is just more than happy to, you know, take it back to neutral and then just go back into the range where those normals are so devastating to try to play around.
And just the corner lockdown as well has been really, really important. Is that once Squid has been in a corner, Squid has struggled to get out of the corner. Right. The other matches have been defined by like being able to crouch heavy punch activate, just get that shit out of here, immediately bust out. Not with Sai, especially with the threat of the parry. If he goes for dive kick, you've seen how much damage that shit does.
Yeah, that EX parry, I don't even want to know how much damage it did, but it looked like 200. Looked like a lot.
It's more than that.
It's more than that?
It's more than that.
Yeah, I didn't want to oversell it, but I would believe that it is more than that.
240.
240. Yeah, that hurts.
The only one that does more is the EX low counter, which actually does 260.
Right. I didn't actually know there was difference. But very interesting. We've got a different character on screen.
Completely different? Oh yeah, Sakura.
We've seen a return of Sakura.
I like this outfit. What is this outfit?
Yeah, this outfit's tight.
This outfit's very tight. Love it.
Yeah, so fireballs are going to be really important to control.
Super
range
important
there.
against Colleen.
Yeah. It's like you were saying earlier, if you think of normals as like, if you think of fireballs as a bigger normal, then that's where they're going to shine.
Yep. Especially nice. That's a punish on that. Oh no. Not tight on your meaty. Oh, it just wakes up button that gets hit by the hail. But yeah, Colleen struggles with fireballs in general now. Oh my god, the bait. Taking advantage of the spacing trap. Caught low again. How many times tonight? EXDP, bust out.
Went for the overhead there.
Oh, the
Nice
chase
pass
down.
through.
Oh, wake up button again.
I was thinking to myself earlier, I would like to see a lot more EX pass through activates.
Gotta be careful, can't throw a fireball when Colleen's in this trigger at this distance. Does it anyway. Oh no, too far away.
Just out of range. Both players don't have any trigger left.
The back throw. Squid's making it happen. No!
No trigger, but Colleen has got meter to a bit of the old EX vanity step.
EX got
Another-
that shit out of here.
Another anti-projectile tool, just in case she needed it.
Because why not? Oh, the low. Oh, the low. No counter hit conversion available there. Oh, good weight. Oh, and immediately back. Oh, look at that. This busted that doesn't pick up the combo. Doesn't punish it either. Not good. Oh, dear.
EB's for his life.
And punched through again. Oh, dear. The ice hail probably a little bit too greedy there. Dash up throw. Squid's got to try and make this comeback again. The fake stuff. Looked for the... Oh, he tried to parry the follow-up.
See, I kind of like the parry there because I was thinking that Sakura was going to be able to press a button on that activate. I thought
Yeah,
it was
no.
empty roll into a button.
Yeah, and especially because Sakura will be able to see that and be like, oh, you have to recover now. I can press
My
a button.
turn.
My turn.
Colleen's, no.
Swats it away.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was 3-0.
Very quick 3-0, but
Yeah.
super
Very-
convincing. Bye.
Yeah, very, very well played by both. But yeah, shout outs to Squid. They were putting in work on the stream matches.
Absolutely. Putting in some damn nice work. Definitely keen to see more Squid in the future, especially with how long we've been seeing Squid go for and how much work they've done since they first entered Fledglings all the way up until now. Being someone who has been around them for such a long time as well. Really, really impressed to see the amount of improvement that Squid keeps putting into his game. And Sai as well. Definitely cannot describe it.
Of course, you'd love to see that progression from players that you've seen enter the tournament scene or just the greater FGC in general. And you just get to watch them grow. That's very, very cool when you get to see that play out in front of your eyes. Like we get to, doing comms
Like we
with
get
Fledgies.
to. Oh yeah, this is the good shit, man. This is why we do this. It's the stories that it's one of these things where Fledglings, it's on a first time viewing. It's good. It's all right. It's pretty decent, right? It's not a bad tournament at all. But then you stay invested with the stories and the players and the community that's being built up here. You know, we've still got new players entering the scene. You've still got older guards hanging around and still fighting it out while they can, right? Like my Rhoda, you know, Achilles came back. And Achilles was, talking about Achilles was around when I was in Fledglings. Like when I was just a little widgy Akuma running around trying to demon flip into demon people. Like,
I
it's
still do that. If you give me Akuma, I'm like, I'm gonna do demon flip, empty palm, demon.
empty palm demon. It's the
I'm gonna do
classic.
it. Exactly. But like
It
you said,
always-
it's the narrative with these players. Like
Yeah.
you get to see them time and time again, and you get to see a lot of them, if not all of them, grow as players. And you get to see them play some really, really good games.
That's why we stick around, man. That's why we do this shit.
100%.
Right, we're going to go into our losers final now. This is going to be Cyclops up against Roy, the only person currently to slow down the advance of the Alex Nation, being my Rhoda. Roy wants his second crack, but will Cyclops, who's been looking real good so far, let him have that opportunity?
Yeah, and I think we're going to see both Alex and Colleen throughout this entire set, just from what I've seen from both these players. So I'm very always interested to see a first to three where both players are essentially character locking themselves. It's where you get to see the adaptation.
The adaptation, the game plan changes. How wild are they willing to get?
I mean, Colleen's rocking the command grab V skill, so
So nice
already
to
established
meet
it. Sai's pretty ready to go a bit wild with it.
Mix up heavy gameplay on his end. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Meanwhile, Roy's just here to command grab some people. I want to plant some spines like trees in the ground.
Got the V skill 2 this time as well. So
Such
probably
a big
looking
fan of these too.
oh, that big button.
Oh, it's so big. And the dash up command grab. There. Start the count, ladies and gents. Here's the first one. Cyclops saying, I don't have a command grab, but I can do it back to you. Oh, never mind. Yes, I do. I lied.
I'm loving that Roy is aware enough to shut down these hail attempts.
Oh, so much damage. Ooh. Look at these -2 slash elbows. They're doing work, man.
And then just taking the time to back up and stock the V skill again.
No trigger activate. Oh my god, what an escape. Gets a crush counter. Nice hail. Tries to mix the. It ends up punishing the V reversal. Get hooked.
What?
Oh my god. -16. No punish. That slide. Ooh. Presses buttons immediately afterwards. +2. Roy's coming in. Oh. Caught standing doesn't quite fully pick it up into anything.
Yeah, finds a few buttons there, but doesn't really convert into any big damage. Nice
Big
dash up
opportunity
power
against the
bomb.
no punish. He hit that stand medium punch on the medium's elbow as a punish, but then didn't make anything out of it.
You gotta have
lot
that
of
stuff
damage.
ready.
It can cost you the round. There it is. Dash up command grab. It's the Roy classic. Oh, trying to get into range of command grab, just not quite there. Gets the stand heavy punch. Another hail. Look at the hail pressure. Can't jump out of it. Oh, grabbed out of the command grab.
So
That sucks.
unlucky. Put in so much work getting Alex to the corner, and then just gets back thrown, and now it is you who is in the corner.
No, it is you who must suffer. The reversal. Oh no, target combo is very unsafe, but Roy just opting to go for the overhead there.
Alex wins.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of stomps from Roy, and I kind of think that's an underrated move. Especially when
Stomp is
people
a
are
very
focusing. Like, when they're focusing so heavily on the ground, it just gets over things.
Who doesn't like a decently quick -2 overhead, and then in EX it just happens to also be projectile invincible and goes full
Wait, the
screen.
regular one?
No, the EX version.
Oh, thank God. I was about to say, no
Yeah.
way in hell.
That would be a little bit too fucked.
Yeah.
That would, after all these years now, players finally start crying for Alex nerfs.
That would be a buff that a third strike Alex player would give to themselves in 5. Nice parry. Yeah, Roy has checked these block strings into hail pretty much every time. what a tick throw.
So much damage too. And one more of those and he's dead. Oh, caught low again. Doesn't quite get that hail.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
doesn't
little
check
bit
that one.
unfortunate.
Might have been a bit nervous with the V-trigger enhancement on it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
right when you think he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, a little bit apprehensive, and he was like, watch this. I'm a dash. I'm a scoop.
I'm a scoop.
What's up, Vanity? So tricky.
That is tough. It's hard to stop.
Ooh. A couple of unlucky non-conversions there.
Oh my god, and the jab meaty, it's going to be stunned. This is a very good round. The drops a combo, has to get a counter hit. No punish on the sweep.
Oh, leaving Alex alive.
Oh, booted out of the air.
He's a fuck your vanity step.
Fuck you. Sit down.
You must have.
Final round.
Jesus,
I don't
alrighty.
know what anti-air makes me laugh more, the stand heavy punch or the stand heavy kick.
Yeah, they're
Stand
both
heavy
pretty good.
punch, just because they get absolutely planted straight down. Stand heavy kick, more so because you got hit by it.
Yeah. Oh. Just right outside the stand heavy kick range.
Oh man, walking right. Oh, the EX on the vanity step. Committing to the special move and it just happens to work out perfectly. And that is overkill.
I mean, you gotta do it.
You
Even
gotta
if
do
even if you don't need the V-skill charge at all, you gotta do it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Damn right he is.
Alright.
He's up 2-0 already.
Yeah, Roy is looking to speedrun the losers bracket. Wants that run back.
He wants the run back. Oh, I'm gonna go to character select again.
Interesting. So, I wonder if we're going to see a character switch or a V-skill / V-trigger switch. I'm guessing it's the latter.
Yeah, I'd say V-skill, V-trigger maybe, or like a V-skill switch perhaps.
Yeah.
Because a forward advancing, very active auto parry is nothing to be scoffed at, and also helps with like target combo, gets good corner carry and Oki and can activate off it.
For sure.
Very underrated move to use there. But I guess it's more so... Is it less a character thing or more just a fighting Roy thing?
I mean, that's a good question. It could also be a just trying to kill some time and get some composure back.
True. That's exactly right. It's a good thing. Someone said a statistic. Oh no, it's going to be a character switch into Seth. But someone said a statistic of people who go back to character select, like when you look at the bigger tournaments, there was something like 60% more likely chance that they would end up making that reverse.
Right, the reverse sweep after changing character.
Or like even just taking the time to breathe. Like the odds of victory just went up.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works out here for Sire. Currently going into a 900 health character. Oh my god. Sure, you don't die.
Oh,
okay,
no.
not with the misjump in. Oh, yes, you will now. Oh, no, not quite. No, never mind. Nice shimmy.
Okay, good shimmy. I was, not gonna lie, I was a little excited to see how big that red health bar could be.
I was fearing for Sire's life.
Yeah. It's looking pretty grim.
Because it's 900 health. I have seen these characters get blown up. And I was like, he's only got a bar, but surely not, right?
Yeah,
Oh my god, the jumping in between the stand heavy kick. Oh, big.
Takes the light DP.
I just opting to back up, but Roy is just powering him into the corner. You want to back up? I'll back you up, alright.
Yeah, just bullying.
Oh, look at how much more red that is. God, he's got trigger on the table. He's got the opportunity. No, but he's whiffing the activation route. Roy knows that. Here we go. Mix time. V reversals. No, it didn't work. He pulls him back into it. Just goes to the pressure -8, and that is a punish. And Roy nullifying the Seth.
Unlucky. Yeah, Roy taking that quite convincingly 3-0.
Super convincing win. Definitely very, very It's such a solid game plan. Just push into corner and obliterate.
You just press the big buttons, do the big damage.
And then right as you slow down and you give them a chance to breathe, dash up command grab comes into the play.
Yeah, we saw Roy do that quite a few times. Just taking that quick lull in the action to sneak the dash command grab in there.
Because I don't think anyone besides Myroda has done that, right?
No.
Like no one besides Myroda has like seen a dash and just thrown buttons back into it to check whatever he's doing, right? Because if you think about it like this, okay, so Alex has a 17 frame dash. So you've got the 17 frames to do the dash. You then have an extra 5 frames to do a power bomb. So if you think about the average human reaction speed of like 15 to 16 frames, you've got a decent enough chunk of window to throw something back against them to stop
even just jump. Just
jump.
Watch for the dash and just try to get out of there.
Especially if it's all he's doing after dash.
But yeah, shout outs to Cyclops. Thank you very much for indulging my want to see Colleen mix.
Hell yeah, dude. You love to see Colleen mix because it's a character that you don't really associate with mix, but then you see the mix come out and you're like, oh baby.
It's there and it's dangerous.
Yep.
All right, and that puts us in Grand Finals.
Grand Finals. Hell yeah, baby. We're at the tail end.
All right, so I wonder if Roy is feeling warm after the quick losers run.
Yeah, I mean, Myroda. I don't know if Myroda can ever get cold.
I don't think
Myroda
I've
might
ever
get a little
seen
cold.
Myroda cold. Myroda is always swinging.
Big man, he's just a natural heater. He's never cold.
Radiator.
Radiating intense energy to put you into the ground.
Yeah.
I respect it. I like that.
For sure.
Side tangent, that's kind of the energy Marissa has, and I want every bit of it.
I'm so keen for 6.
Oh, dude.
You don't even know.
Oh,
Actually, you might have. You had to put up with me gushing about all of the Kimberly stuff I was finding.
yeah, I had to fight it.
Yeah.
I had to deal with it. I'm like, oh, what do you mean your sliders plus?
What do you mean the bombs +3? Stop.
Oh, my health bar.
All right, moving into grand finals. Enough gushing about a street fighter that isn't here yet. Let's gush about the one that is.
Hell yeah. Big man versus big man. I like this grand finals.
Big gentleman gaming.
Okay.
Elegant gameplay.
Fight!
It's absolutely not elegant in any sense of the word.
No, I was about to say the most elegant thing I've seen is the costume. That's about it.
Oh, big heavy chop into powerbomb. Wake up command grab. And these two are swinging at each other. It's the classic jab command grab.
Roy tried to go for the dash command throw, but Myroda was already jumping forward.
How did he land on the other side? Geef,
I don't
apparently
know.
really flexible.
Apparently.
Oh, man, yeah, both trying to kick each other in the head as hard as they can. Powerbomb right back at him.
I'm ready.
Myroda just not afraid. Oh, the big crush. He doesn't pick up the combo. He catches the dash in.
Time to guess.
Wake up, super. It clashed with
Oh my god. My life flashed before my eyes.
Could you imagine if you could headbutt through the super?
You know what? I could absolutely imagine that.
I am going into the lab after this tournament and I'm going to find out if Geef can headbutt that super somehow.
Please let me know.
That is ridiculous.
Ooh, that's done.
Both swinging the EX moves at each other, but unfortunately one's a grab. Not combo though! What a jump! Back. Draw. Sweep, try to activate. Oh, the command grab!
That, I think that could have been dead on the whipped command grab.
Final round.
Is especially with V trigger ready to go.
Oh yeah. Big boat. Big boat. Both characters. Just throwing the biggest moves at each other, and I love it.
Maroda is not shy on swinging after that V skill either.
No, he's not, is he?
No, he's done it quite a few times.
I know he's taken big advantage of people not knowing what the V skill even does.
There we go, we see a stomp.
Oh my god, whiff on the jump and into command grab. Tries to take another turn back, doesn't quite work. Look at these. Oh, the dash at each other! Oh my god. Oh
Come
no,
here.
not like this!
No, you come here.
You
Fine,
come
we'll
here.
both come here.
We are coming right here.
Win.
So I think what we were talking about earlier when Zangief is presenting opportunities to get big damage, you've got to be ready to take them. Otherwise, you're making the matchup that much harder for yourself. And I think we've seen that a couple times where Maroda has like whiffed an SPD and Roy just hasn't been ready to punish it.
Yeah, maybe being a little bit too, would you call it preemptive, or maybe even assuming a little bit too much, or dash up command grab on that whiff.
Or maybe even not believing in the punish.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
he started walking forward and then has kind of hesitated and pulled back a little bit. Like, sometimes you got to back yourself in those situations.
I agree with that. Yeah, again, damage on the table. Only light. Oh no, not going to quick rise. Potentially giving you the pokey there. You see, look at the jabs the Maroda is sticking out to try and check any potential dashes.
Yeah.
Good backdash though. Oh!
Presses something after the knee.
Yes, good patience. Very
Yeah.
good patience.
Didn't think he was in range to be able to like clean punish it with anything, so just takes the dash, EX grab.
Oh, another big boot. Oh, jeez, it's
That
a big
hurts.
counter hit. Roy's looking a lot better now. Oh, but good dash check.
Really nice crouch jumps here.
So ready. Oh, another jump. Back drop again. EX stomp. Yeah, like we talked about with these, maybe trying to mix up the stomps a little bit more. It's exactly what Roy's doing.
Yeah, it seems to be paying off. Look how much health Roy had just then.
Big life leads in both games too.
Yeah.
Very, very big turnaround already. 1-1 apiece. Maroda's got a whole set to lose before a reset, but definitely just wants to keep Roy down and out right here.
Yeah, Maroda's definitely got some, you know, like you said, he's got some games to lose. He can kind of not mess around, but, you know, experiment a little bit with different approaches. Kind of feel Roy out, see how he wants to be approaching.
Oh, stand heavy kick.
Oh,
Nice whiff punish. Checks on the dash again. Roy's got to find another way in here. Oh, big jump.
see, right when you're focusing on the ground is exactly when Maroda is primed to jump.
Oh my god, he made the read. I love that, looking for the jump.
That would have been so sick. Send such a message.
Not gonna lie, I've been hit by that.
We all have.
Hey, Geef at some point has done that to us. Oh, what a backdash. Tries to jump in, but mistimes the jump kick.
Yeah, tries to get super optimal with the punish there.
Oh, not close enough to the corner. Doesn't matter. Look at all the bar being dumped. Elbow. Tries to jump it again. Not quite working out. Another stomp. Oh, he tried to command grab, but he got scooped to himself.
Yeah, that was unlucky.
Into it.
Yeah? No!
Goes for parry. Hello?
Bro.
How much time did you have?
What was that stun? That was like a Tekken ballerina stun.
That's the stun on the V-Trigger 1, but it traded, so he still got the heavy chop.
That's crazy.
I am incredibly curious to know how plus he is. Because that stun goes for like a second and a bit.
Ooh. Meaty Crouch Fierce.
Meaty Crouch Fierce. Sometimes it'll work.
Maybe try to use some of the throw invincibility. I imagine it's got some being airborne.
Oh, yeah. Triggers up.
Nice Larry.
Oh my god, he's not spending any of it yet. He's just burying him with normal pressure. Oh, spends 2 of the bars on wake up command grab. And somehow,
Unlucky. There were some big missed opportunities there.
yeah, really big. But Myroda, he's hanging on. He has to get one more. The pressure's all on Roy.
Yeah, Roy's got to make some big changes because he needs the next 2 games for the reset, and then he needs another 3. So the pressure is on.
He's been going for a while too in the losers bracket.
Of course, it's like that fatigue that we've spoken about before. It's like, sure, you stay warm if you're coming in from losers, but the fatigue also builds up a little bit.
That mental fatigue, and you're fighting Geef.
Yeah.
Myroda Geef.
Myroda Geef.
Dash in, you get scooped.
Drains the batteries.
Very big battery drainer. Oh, whiff. No, checks the whiff knee, but happens to get caught instead.
Sweet. Alright, my rotor is sending it now. Sending it with stuff we haven't seen in a while.
Sending it with a big message.
Yeah, and is now sitting on tournament point.
Oh, look at that hit. Yeah, dude. I get it. Happens to get under? Don't really expect that very often. Big sweep. Oh, armors the lariat! The scoop,
no.
he's so close to death. Fights back. Gets the charge. Gets jabbed. Oh, you gotta be careful, please.
My rotor is fully loaded.
Terrifying. Oh no! Oh, the credit card swipe.
Shut.
I would like to cash out.
Debit, please.
Debit, please. I would like my I would like my dub in debit.
Oh wow, good stuff to my rotor. Emerging
Very good
victorious on the winner's side.
Congratulations to my rotor. Extremely well played. Just when he's in bracket, man, it just looks so incredibly hard to stop a lot of the time. And another really good win from him.
You've got to have the answers ready to be able to defeat him in bracket. And unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah,
Right.
it's so easy to be like, oh, just do this, just do that. But when you're actually in a match, you know, it's this time of night and you're fighting in this tournament for the whole bloody thing. And now you're at the very tail end and my road has given you every bit of Geef shenanigans he can probably throw at you. Tough.
Having said that, shoutouts to Roy. Roy played
Shoutouts.
very well as well.
Incredibly. Yeah, another really strong run. Like, the Alex is a problem for a lot of people, and he's putting it to damn good work right now. It's been really impressive to see how well he's been playing so far recently, and definitely another one of the demons to look out for in the bracket going forward, seeing as he's so consistent. But I think we also just need to give a shout out to everyone who's played tonight. Everyone who played tonight looked really impressive, even down towards the very beginning of the night. You all were looking switched on. Very good job from everyone that we watched. It was extremely fun to watch, and I am very excited to see when we come back. On that note, next Thursday is Australia Day. So after we finish up with this tournament and we do our ending post and announcement, we are going to run a poll. We're going to ask you guys, would you like a Fledgling Fighters to run on Australia Day? And basically you guys, the viewers and people in Team Well Played, will decide whether or not we commit to another Fledgling for the next week or if we do not. And if we choose to yes or no, it'll be decided by you guys.
Yeah, so shoutouts to all the players. Shoutouts to Busy for holding it down on the stream. And I think that's it for us tonight. Unless I've missed anything.
Go to the action. Watch it on Twitch.
Exactly. Go to the action or watch it. Do one of the two.
Preferably the first.
or my Rhoda Geef will come for you.
Myra Giff will take your loose change with the debit, please, and then scoop you.
Yep. It'll happen. I've seen it.
We saw it tonight. It'll happen again. You're not safe. He is coming for you. He's reaching through your screen.
Running bear grab incoming.
All right, everyone. That is us. Thank you, Tech, for being my commentator again for another round of some Street Fighter action.
Absolute pleasure to be here as always. Thank you very much for joining me, Mid.
Thank you very much. It is always a pleasure. Thank you to the Stream Master Bizwoo. We deeply appreciate you and your expertise in the streaming field. Very much looking forward to doing this again. Motherfucker in chat. Hey, at least I didn't say the other things, so be grateful. And from all of us here, I wish you all a very good night, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.